Hello guys, it's me again, Mr. Lena. Hello guys, what's up? It's me again, Mr. Lena, and today we will try another code challenge on codewars. As you can see, this is the website codewars. You can go to the website, register, and try their code challenges. I'm trying this code challenge in Python 3.6 actually. So without wasting your time, I'm going to begin. This is our code challenge. We are meant to create a function that takes a list of non-negative integers, which means we are sure that all the elements of our list will be non-negative integers. That is positive integers. That's 1, 2 up to infinity. And strings. That means inside our list we also have strings. That is anything actually that is in between quotes. Either double quotes or single quotes is a string in Python. And return a new list with the strings filtered out. So as we can see in the example, filter list, this list is passed as the input argument, and we have an output list that returns only the digits. As you can see in this final example here, we have an integer that is 123, 123 in between the in between single quotes, and 123 that is not in single quotes. So this one will not be returned because it is in between quotes, which is basically a string in Python, and it is the same way as this number 1 here. That means 1, 2, and 123 will be returned as our output in this particular example here. Right now, I will start to solve the challenge. We will first create an output list, an empty list which will house our output, and then we will try to loop through for item in L, for item inside our list that is passed as the input argument to this function. We want to check if the type of item is an integer, int. What we want to do is to append it into our output list there. Output.append, we append the item. So finally we should return our output list. So this should work. We will now test our code. So as you can see, we passed all our tests in 1029 microseconds. But what we want to do is we can actually make all of this code. You can actually make all of this code into one simple line of code that is easier on the eyes and simpler to understand. So instead of going through all these steps just to filter out integers in a list, we can actually make it into one single line. So we can return, or let's call it item. We can return item for item in L, which is the argument that is passed in, if type item is equal to an integer. So we basically put all those lines of code into this single line, and we'll try and see if our execution time will improve. Let's test. Please take note of this execution time, 1029 milliseconds, or is it microseconds? Now let's try this new version of our code. Well, as we can see, it is now 1065. But anyways, we have a result, a single line of code that solves all our issues. So this single line, actually it returns a list. As we can see here, it returns a list, and inside that list, what it is returning is every item inside L, which is L, for return item for item in L if the type of the item is integer. Please take note that if you want to filter out only strings, all we basically need to do is to, if the type of the item is string. So this is not something difficult to achieve in Python. I hope you understood. Now we'll attempt the challenge. After attempting, as you can see, we tried 5, passed 5, 0 failed in 1073 ms. So we submit. Submission is done. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so that you will be notified when I upload another code challenge video. If you have any video suggestions that we can make, please don't forget to comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time.